Let's face it, this is a tough topic, but it's something many people experience, often without understanding why. Why do so many men, after years of marriage, feel frustrated, even resentful, toward the very person they once adored? Why does the connection that once felt so warm and exciting begin to cool? Now, before we start blaming anyone, let's remember one important thing. This issue isn't some great mystery. It's not about selfishness or indifference. It's a common challenge that arises when both partners stop adapting to life's changes, responsibilities, time, and personal growth. Think about it. In the beginning of a relationship, everything is new. There's excitement, curiosity, and discovery. You're learning about each other, and there's this constant thrill in uncovering new layers of your partner's personality, interests, and ambitions. This stage naturally builds admiration because we respect and value what we're still getting to know. But as time goes on, life becomes more predictable. The daily routines of waking up, handling responsibilities, and managing the household become, well, routine. While routine is essential for stability, it can also lead to monotony. The problem happens when we stop seeing our partner as a dynamic individual and start viewing them as just another part of the daily grind. We begin taking things, and people, for granted. The qualities we once admired in each other might get overlooked, simply because they've become a constant presence in our lives. And this goes both ways. Men may stop noticing the energy, intellect, or passion that once drew them to their wives, and women may feel unheard or unseen, even if their partner still cares deeply. Here's the thing. The key to keeping a relationship alive is growth. Both partners must continue evolving, not just for the marriage, but for themselves. A relationship thrives when both people remain curious about each other, inspiring one another to grow and explore new things. Instead of falling into predictable roles, they should always strive to inspire and learn from each other. Relationships aren't just about surviving, they're about growing together. So, if you find yourself in a rut, it might be time to step back, reflect, and ask, what new challenges can we take on? How can we keep growing together, even as we grow older? This isn't just about keeping the spark alive. It's about making sure you're both always evolving, both as individuals and as a couple. Because when both people are growing, a relationship can stay vibrant, exciting, and full of possibility. As time passes, relationships that were once filled with excitement and growth can start to feel stuck. The spark that initially fueled admiration can fade when growth stagnates. It's easy to assume that love alone will keep things going, but love without progress can lead to frustration and a sense of detachment. So, how can couples rekindle that admiration and keep the connection alive? The answer lies in continuously growing, not just as a couple, but as individuals. When both partners remain actively engaged in their personal development, they keep bringing fresh energy into the relationship. Whether it's through pursuing passions, setting new goals, or simply maintaining a sense of curiosity, this personal growth feeds the relationship. A thriving marriage isn't just about staying together, it's about evolving together. This continuous development creates admiration, excitement, and a sense of partnership that keeps things dynamic rather than stagnant. Now, we all know that life comes with responsibilities. Over time, those responsibilities naturally increase, whether it's work, finances, or family dynamics. As these pressures build, roles can become unbalanced. Men may feel burdened by the responsibility to provide, while women often take on emotional and domestic labor, balancing family needs and home life. These pressures can lead to feelings of exhaustion, frustration, and eventually, resentment. But here's the good news. When both partners recognize the weight of each other's struggles and express gratitude for their contributions, the dynamic can shift. Instead of resenting each other for unmet expectations, couples can develop a deeper mutual respect. A thriving relationship isn't just about avoiding conflict. It's about navigating life's challenges together and continually acknowledging the efforts each partner puts in. In short, the key to a lasting marriage isn't just about surviving the years. It's about growing together, facing challenges side by side, and always valuing each other's contributions. By actively appreciating each other's struggles, both partners can ensure their bond remains strong, vibrant, and full of respect. For those of you watching, don't forget, relationships require work, but it's the kind of work that can make them thrive. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep appreciating each other. We all deserve a relationship where we feel seen, heard, and valued. If this resonates with you, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more insights into building deeper connections and lasting love. Let's continue the journey together. In a healthy marriage, the key to thriving is to recognize and appreciate not just what your partner does, but who they truly are, beyond their roles and responsibilities. Early in the relationship, couples are drawn to each other for their unique personalities, dreams, and aspirations. They fall in love with the person, not just the role they play. But as time passes, life's demands can shift this dynamic. The husband becomes the provider, the wife the caregiver, and the relationship begins to feel more like a structured system than a partnership. This shift happens gradually. At first, there's deep engagement with each other's thoughts, dreams, and growth. Conversations are full of curiosity and discovery. But over time, those conversations become focused on logistics, scheduling, household chores, finances, and children. The deeper connection starts to fade under the weight of these responsibilities. When a husband starts seeing his wife primarily as the caretaker of the home, or when a wife sees her husband only as the financial provider, admiration begins to erode. They stop seeing each other as evolving individuals and instead fall into predictable patterns of expectation rather than appreciation. The result is often frustration and a sense of being unseen. The wife may feel that she's valued only for her caregiving, while the husband may feel his worth is tied solely to his ability to provide. The solution lies in making a conscious effort to see each other as evolving individuals, not just as partners fulfilling roles. By continuing to engage in meaningful conversations, supporting each other's personal growth, and staying curious about each other's changing thoughts and aspirations, a couple can reignite the admiration and passion that keep the relationship alive. But here's the truth. Long-term relationships require continuous effort. At the beginning, both partners work hard to impress, attract, and support one another. They engage deeply, share experiences, and become the best versions of themselves. But over time, many couples fall into complacency, assuming that once love is established, it will sustain itself. This is one of the main reasons why admiration fades. As both partners stop striving to improve and grow, the relationship can start to feel stagnant. If the husband stops evolving, he may no longer be the inspiring figure his wife once admired. Similarly, if the wife stops growing, the husband may lose respect and admiration for her. This erosion of admiration leads to less excitement and deeper emotional disconnection. It's easy to get caught up in external responsibilities, work, children, finances, and other obligations. But when these demands take precedence over nurturing the relationship, it can be detrimental. Date nights, meaningful conversations, and shared activities become rare, replaced by a predictable cycle of daily tasks. Over time, the relationship may feel more like an obligation than a source of joy. To prevent this, both partners need to continue growing, not just as individuals, but as a team. This requires prioritizing the relationship, even amidst external pressures. Keep learning, keep sharing, and keep appreciating the evolving person your partner is becoming. A thriving relationship isn't just about staying together, it's about growing together. So, make the effort to keep the excitement and admiration alive, even after many years. Embrace growth, support each other's journeys, and continue to see each other as dynamic individuals. That's the key to a lasting, fulfilling marriage. As we wrap up, let's focus on what really matters. A relationship that thrives is one where both partners are constantly evolving, where growth isn't just an idea, but a daily commitment. This means challenging yourself, setting new goals, and staying engaged in your personal development. But it's also about keeping the relationship itself fresh, surprising each other, creating new memories, and staying curious. Love and admiration are not static. They thrive when both partners inspire and encourage one another to grow. Think about it. Relationships that stop growing start to fade. But the ones that continue to evolve, where both partners are actively investing in themselves and each other, are the ones that remain full of passion and fulfillment. And this is something you can create, no matter where you are in your relationship. It's easy to think that once love is established, everything will just work out. But admiration, respect, and connection don't sustain themselves. They require active effort. When one partner is striving for self-improvement, whether that's through learning something new, pursuing a passion, or focusing on mental and physical health, it builds respect. It builds admiration. Here's where many couples get stuck: complacency. When both partners fall into routine, when personal growth stalls, and curiosity about life fades, that energy starts to disappear. Conversations become repetitive, and the excitement of discovery gives way to routine. This is where frustration creeps in, leading to emotional distance. But here's the secret. Mutual inspiration isn't about competition. It's about lifting each other up. A healthy relationship is one where both partners encourage each other, cheer for each other's wins, and offer support through challenges. This shared growth keeps the spark alive and maintains admiration. You see, love is just the starting point. Respect, growth, and shared ambition are the glue that hold long-term relationships together. A relationship that fosters growth, where both partners continue to work toward becoming better versions of themselves, is a marriage that will remain fulfilling. So, ask yourself, are you ready to evolve with your partner? Are you ready to build something even better together, day by day? Remember, a thriving marriage isn't about looking back at what was, but about growing forward into who you both want to be. If you found value in this, give us a thumbs up and share this message with others who might need to hear it. Let's inspire each other to keep building relationships that thrive. Stay tuned for more insights on how to make your love last and continue to grow stronger every day. I'd love to hear your thoughts. How do you keep your relationship growing? Drop a comment below, and let's keep this conversation going. We're in this journey of growth together.